think that will be satisfactory. Of course I can't check it with a nut. Which may make you wonder why the bloody hell I'm turning it in the first place. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. While I'm here, I'd also like to just point out this little light I've got. Now, it's from IKEA, and it's a flexible lamp, and it's got a clamp on the back. I made this little, just a piece of wood that sticks out, and the clamp sits on there beautifully. It's got a switch. You can turn it on, turn it off, turn it off, turn it on, and it's a flexible lamp, so I can position it wherever I want on the over the lathe of the workpiece. So if you're working down here, you can turn it around that way, and if you're working over here, it's actually a really useful bit of kit. So the job is cut, thread is cut, it's nice, and it's not sharp, there's no sharp edges on there, so I'm quite happy now to release the job from the lathe. So I need to undo the chuck. I'm going to release the back gear as well, actually, so I can rotate the chuck. Undo the chuck. Oh. And there we have it. One fully threaded piece in the middle of a bar. Now this started off as just a rough offcut of a 1-inch aluminium bar. Held in the chuck, turned, centered, reduced down, and now of course threaded. So there you have it. So my question is now, my problem is of course getting a nut on there. I have a bag of, well, I've got 3 in the bag, 5/8 Whitworth nuts. So now my next problem is how to get this nut onto there. Now I know I might need to turn that down a fraction, but I'm going to have to heat this nut up so hot that it expands so much that I'll be able to slip it over there and then let it cool down, and then I should be able to run that up and down there. So what I want to do is I'm going to heat this nut up and hopefully slip it over the top of there and get it to fit. So just going to spark up my torch, and now I'm going to start heating the nut. So unfortunately my batteries ran out, but it's just cool enough now, and it's shrunk back down, and as you can see it runs beautifully up and down the thread. Oh, hot. And there we have it. It's still quite warm, but there it is. I've managed to get the nut expanded enough to go over the end there, and so I have now a completely captive nut, which you're obviously going to have a bit of trouble getting off of there. So there you go. You see, all I need to do now is turn these ends down and neaten it up, and it's job done. Impossible thread. Have a go yourself. Of course, the real secret to the impossible thread is the fact that it's not impossible at all. I've turned basically turned 2 pieces. That one with a stud with an M8 thread turned onto it, and that one with a M8 tapped hole. Put the two together. I turned it up, put it in nice and tight, turn it all up so it's like one bar, and then of course when you've finished you can then separate it, put it back together, and your threads should and do pinch up just nice, so that to anyone of the untrained eye would think it's all one thread, and all it requires is a just a gentle locking up. Not much obviously, because you don't want to disturb that thread. I'll get the vice a bit better. So there we go. Just a gentle turn. And then of course I'll turn these ends off, and it will be beautiful. And the thread runs all the way. There you go, see? Simple.
Shipples.